Hello, grade 8, here Mr. G, and we're going to make another video. This video is going to be related to drawing of atoms. It's going to be in your exam, so I assume you may need some help, okay? So here's the periodic table because we need it. First of all, before we go further into the topic, let's go to think about an atom. Now, what particles does an atom has? An atom have three main particles. It has electrons, and the electrons are negatively charged. We have protons. The protons are positively charged. And we have neutrons. They are not charged. What are we going to use to get these numbers? So to get this number, we are going to use the atomic number. Alright, remember the atomic number is the number of protons. However, we said it's going to be the same number of neutrons and electrons, okay? But the definition is the number of protons, number of proton in an atom. So this is the first important thing. The atoms will have electrons, protons, and neutrons. Now, the protons and the neutrons will be in the center of the atom. So, somewhere in the center of the atom, you will have protons and you will have neutrons. Remember, the neutrons have no charge. Those are going to be in the center of the atom. You will have energy level, and then the electrons are going to be moving around the atom in those energy level. We are going to have four main energy level, and all the electrons are going to be in those. This is called energy level. Energy level. So we have energy level 1, which is the closest one to the protons and neutrons. The level 1, and this one will be energy level 2. And we are going to have many energy levels. We're going to have, in fact, 4 energy levels. The electrons are going to be moving around in those energy levels. Alright, those are the electrons. So we need to know the nucleus, which is the central part of the atom. This part here will have the protons and the neutrons, and the electrons are going to move around in a specific energy level. Now, what is important to remember here? Okay, this is very important to remember. Energy level 1 can only hold 2 electrons. So you cannot place more than 2 electrons. Energy level 2 will hold up to 8 electrons. Energy level 3 will hold up to 8 electrons, and energy level 4 will hold up to 8 electrons. Okay, so let's see one actual example. Let's go to the periodic table and take any element. Let's take the element, for example, carbon. Let's take carbon and let's draw an atom for carbon. Okay, so what we need to do first of all, we need to identify the element. This is carbon. Now, second, we need to know how many protons, electrons, and neutrons are there. Alright, so we are going to the periodic table and we are going to look for the atomic number. What is the atomic number of carbon? The atomic number for carbon is 6. So carbon is going to have 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons. Alright, so we are going to draw the atom of carbon, one atom of carbon. Okay, so first of all, we are going to draw the nucleus. So we are going to draw 6 protons and 6 neutrons. Now, for our purpose here, I have colors. You don't have to use colors. You can just use circles with a plus or circle with nothing in. But I'm going to use colors because I have colors here. So for the protons, I'm going to use the circle with a plus, but then I'm going to fill it with light blue, like this one here. And the protons, I'm going to use another color. I am going to use this purple here, and I'm going to fill it with light purple, like this one here. So first of all, we're going to draw the nucleus. Now we have 6 protons and 6 neutrons. All right, so let's start with the protons, and we must have 6. And here you can see we have the 3 protons. So let's now draw also in the nucleus the 6 neutrons. And here is my atom with the 6 neutrons. So now we have 6 protons and 6 neutrons. Now we are going to draw only the first energy level. Here, for example, you can see the first energy level. I'm only going to draw one. Remember, I have to place 6 electrons. Now, for the electrons, we are going to use a green circle with a minus, and I'm going to fill that circle green, light green. And that is how the electrons are going to look. So, in the first energy level, we can only place 2 electrons. Remember here, only 2. You have 6, but we can only place 2. So we are going to place the 2 electrons anywhere in the energy level. Right? Anywhere in the energy level, we can place those 2 electrons. So there is my 2 electrons. All right. Now we still have leftovers. We're supposed to place 6, and we only draw 2. So we are going to draw another energy level. Here you can see energy level 2. Now remember, in energy level 2, 3, and 4, you can place up to 8 electrons. All right. However, we don't have 8 electrons. We have only 4 electrons left. There were a total of 6. We placed 2, so we have 4 left, and those I'm going to place them all in energy level 2. And they are my 4 electrons. So now I have the atom completely drawn. We have the nucleus with protons and neutrons, and we have the electron moving around the atom. So this is all. I hope is clear for you the way of drawing atoms. I'm going to allow you to try to place, for example, the atom sodium. I'm going to give you seconds, and I'm going to show you how sodium will look like. Note that sodium is right here. Okay, so I wanted to draw an atom for sodium. Thank you very much. I will show you the answer of sodium, and up until next video, and we'll probably do some drawing of molecules. Thank you and good luck. And here is the answer for that atom of sodium. I hope you did it all right. Just let's have a very quick look. Sodium have 11 protons, and therefore it will be 11 protons, electrons, and neutrons. This is the 11 protons in the nucleus with 11 neutrons. Make sure you count properly. Then is the energy level. Now in this case we did have to go to an extra energy level here, energy level 3, because there were not enough. We placed 2 electrons in the first energy level, 8 in the second, that is 10, and we need to go to energy level 3 to place the number 11. I hope this is understood. It's clear. Thank you very much. You can ask questions if you have any. Good luck.